Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be discussing all of the ingredients that you've got to watch out for or completely avoid. These should not be for human consumption. They are toxic to the whole body and especially the eyes. If you want to prevent any more eye flutters, get these out of your diet. In my opinion, not a doctor, not a nutritionist, just a researcher. And let's get into it. But I've got a lot of PDFs and research here. My computer is just filled with PDFs and research and links and tables. So yeah, I've tried to order this first. Right, number one, palm oil. It's nearly in everything. You want to avoid palm oil because it raises LDL and it causes oxidized cholesterol, and it also causes trouble with triglycerides, all of which are dangerous. Once you get anything oxidized cholesterol, oxidized plaque in the artery, it's dangerous stuff. And the HDL goes right down and the LDL goes up when you consume a lot of palm oil. It's very dangerous. You want to avoid a lot of the vegetable oils and things like that. Now, anything that says hydrogenated oils, trans fat, you want to avoid them. Trans fats, hydrogenated oils, avoid all of them. Now, you want to really avoid, I know it sounds crazy, white breads, flour, rice, pasta, breads, bagels, waffles, crackers, what else is there? Anything like that, you know, the processed junk, the common carbohydrates. You want to avoid that because a lot of them are just filled up with synthetic vitamins and minerals that aren't bioavailable, and they're in awful forms. You know, they're just isolated. It's dangerous stuff. And then on top of that, you've got the chemicals. They're sprayed, they're bleached, they're chemicals. You're eating chemical food. Leave it in your mouth and you'll start tasting all the chemicals. It's funny, you know, when you do a detox period or an elimination diet and then start adding food in, you just taste how toxic it is, and you get the reactions, the spots, the boils, the rashes, the fevers. And also, what are all of these? White flour, breads, pasta, cereals, high in sugar, high in glucose. Boom, insulin through the roof, inflammatory, causing damage to the eyes, setting you up for pre-diabetes and diabetes and insulin resistance. You know, it's a cascade of toxic events. Oh, and this one, high fructose corn syrup. Avoid that like the plague. That stuff is just, it gets stuck in your body. Your body can't actually do anything with it. So it says, right, liver, get rid of it. And now your liver, it starts actually getting fat. The more and more fructose you have and high fructose corn syrup, your liver actually develops swelling and inflammation and fatty liver. It's called non-alcoholic fatty liver. So it's sugar induced and artificial colouring induced fatty liver. And now your liver can't do phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification. Oh, you start damaging your liver and your kidneys, eye flutters like crazy, blurry vision, red, bloodshot, yellow eyes. Kidneys, liver, pancreas are connected to the eyes. Like that, it will start showing up. Artificial sweeteners, so you want to avoid aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, acsulfame, acrylufame. It's ACCES. It's got fame at the end. You want to avoid that. Dangerous, awful stuff. Another thing is sodium benzoate and potassium benzoate. Two things that are toxic, and people think, oh, it's potassium, it's sodium. No, it's not. If you want potassium, you want it in its actual form, like a potassium citrate. And also sodium chloride is actually natural sodium, and usually it comes in Himalayan sea salt and natural sources like that. You don't want sodium benzoate and you don't want potassium benzoate. Anything with benzoate you don't want, because let me explain it here. I think I made a note here. Where are they? These preservatives are sometimes added to soda to prevent mold from growing, but the benzene is a known carcinogenic, cancer causing, that is linked also with thyroid damage, and it can also cause a problem with vitamin C, so you can't actually use vitamin C, and that's dangerous for your immune system. BHA. Now, I was good in biology and chemistry. I got my nice top grades in them, but whew, I don't like pronouncing some of these bloody words, but I'll try and pronounce this. So it's BHA, it's butylated hydroxyanisole, right? So you want to avoid this because it's a cancer-causing preservative, and it's in actually hundreds of foods, so you want to look for this. It's called BHA, butylated hydroxyanisole. Hopefully I pronounced that okay. Another thing is sodium nitrates and sodium nitrites. Now, it can actually be naturally occurring. I want to let you know that. But usually if you buy something packaged and processed, avoid it because it's sodium nitrates, and sodium nitrates cancer causing, carcinogenic. However, even like beets and other foods actually have nitrites in, and that's actually good for you and that's natural. Just avoid the sodium nitrates. Now you want to avoid anything that's blue, green, red and yellow that's processed. Obviously fruits and vegetables, of course, you want to eat them, but anything that's sort of in a package and it's blue, green and yellow, you'll know that is dyed, coloured, fake processed food. And number 10, MSG, monosodium glutamate. This stuff is absolutely toxic. I'll read about it and let you know what it is, and I'll tell you firsthand the disgraceful experience I've had with it. Whew, calm down, Cormac. Monosodium glutamate is a processed flavour enhancer where, while glutamates are present in some natural foods such as meat and cheese, the ones exploited by the processed foods industry are separated from the host proteins through hydrolysis. The jury is still out on how harmful MSG may be, but let me tell you, high levels can screw up and damage brain chemistry, neurons, and cause migraines, seizures, and more, and damage to the kidneys. I'll tell you this, right? If I have a slight bit of MSG, I start getting after images. If I look at something, my after images are lasting longer, and I start getting blue strands, blue squares, migraine symptoms. I have about this much of MSG, boom, full-blown migraine, ocular migraine, migraine with aura, and I lose my whole vision. It's scary. If you're a migraine sufferer, this is toxic. Look at this, MSG, and it's so annoying. They don't even talk about it. They try and say it's got no link. I know firsthand. I know firsthand. A bag of nuts, MSG. Had it? Boom. And I had some potato chips, also known as crisps here in the UK. MSG. Just to test it out. And I ate about, I'd say, this much. So what we're talking about, 40 grams of potato chips with MSG in. Guess what? Migraine, migraine. Within 20 minutes, within 30 minutes, full-blown migraine. And I get some bad migraines. I get a migraine that has an aura, so it's an aura that gets bigger and bigger. And then I also get ocular migraine, which is just in one eye. And I also suffer from migraines where it takes my whole peripheral vision out, so I can't see at the sides. It's scary. I can only see this much in front of me. I can't see the sides. I can only see in front of me, and then I've got zigzag lines and everything. Ask a few questions. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this video. Are you eating these ingredients? Are you avoiding them? And also, are you a migraine sufferer? Because if you are, I could do other videos for you. See, this is the thing. This is an iFloaters channel. It's just crazy. We're young and we suffer from loads of problems. I still look at sometimes and it's crazy. I go to an eye doctor. You've got healthy eyes. Yeah, I've got blepharitis, all these problems. But a lot of them I've cured, or should I say put at bay and ease with natural home remedies. Migraines I don't have at all now. But yeah, I've got lots of natural ways and solutions on a lot of eye conditions. So if you want to have more varied videos, let me know in the comments below. And now I'm rambling on and not making sense. Cormac goes beyond the point of knowledge and then starts sounding like an idiot. I better get out of here. But yeah, let me know. You know, I want to help you as much as is it dry eye, migraine, blepharitis, you know, macular, retina, whatever the problem is, I want to help you. My goal is so that you can have the best eyesight, eye health, but a whole body. I want you to be healthy and happy and vibrant and live to 100, longevity, or as youngevity as I call it. Thank you so much for watching.